AITA for refusing to give my coworker their office back now that WFH has been canceled? Posted by Tossaway404040. Back in 2023, a woman, Jen, in my building left for maternity leave. After having her child, Jen took advantage of our company's WFH program, which left her office open. I placed in a request for the space with my manager, was given the go, so I got to leave my crappy cubicle for my very own private office. My employer has announced that WFH will end on 11/17/25. All employees are to be back in the office by that date. Yeah, that sucks, I know. Yesterday, WFH employees came in for tours and desk assignments. When Jen saw I was in her office, she became agitated and asked if I'd be leaving so she could take back over. I told her flatly that I had no intent to give up the office. Jen spoke with the manager about this, and management's immediate decision was that I was under no obligation to move out of the office. I was approached and asked if I had any interest in returning to a cubicle. I said no, and there was no follow-up from my manager or HR as they both see the matter as closed. Now, just a day later, I'm getting a stink from coworkers who think I'm punishing Jen for something outside her control. Jen has also emailed me asking me to consider the position she's in and that she's already being punished by the company by being compelled to return to the building and asking me to consider her feelings. Sincerely, I definitely understand how much this sucks for her and everyone else being forced to come back, but I like having my own office. I have a lot of stuff in here that I'd otherwise have to carry back home. I'd be giving up the privacy that I'd become adjusted to, and if I'm being honest, I enjoy actually having a nice window to look out and none of the noise of the cubicles. AITA on this one? Henwen comments, is there a reason Jenny had the office? High position that required privacy for calls or meetings, etc.? If there is no work reason for her to have the office, and HR or your boss aren't telling you you have to move, just stand your ground. OP comments, my company is weird. We have 15 non-managerial offices. When one becomes available, you may bid on one, and whoever has the most seniority and best performance metrics wins the office. Generally, one or two becomes available every year, either because of promotions or turnover. So Jen and I are no different than anyone else in the cubicles. When it became available, I got it because I asked and had the seniority and metrics to win over anyone else who'd placed a request. Sweet Baby Cheese 999 comments, NTA, but private offices wouldn't normally be allocated on a first-come, first-served basis. They'd usually go to more senior employees first, which is I'm guessing why she had one in the first place. If everyone is coming back to the office, then HR needs to look to reallocate all the offices and cubicles on a needs basis. OP response, we have 15 non-managerial offices that employees may bid on as they become available. The person who places a request, who has the most seniority and best performance reports, gets it. Generally, one or two becomes available each year. I know a couple other people who had offices previously are also coming back, so I have no idea what Jen's chances are for the next that becomes available, but probably pretty high. Quiet Youth 705 comments, I never worked somewhere offices were up for grabs. Title and actual workplace needs dictated office assignment. Although I would have anticipated her seniority and title would dictate recovery of her office upon her return, you're not the asshole until such time you're instructed to return to a cube and you resist. OP response, we have 15 non-managerial offices. When one becomes available, you may bid on it, with the winner being determined by a mixture of seniority and performance. Some people actually prefer the cubicles, and promotions are common, so offices generally become available once or twice a year. Lil Buttercup comments, you're the asshole. Let this woman have her office back. It was hers to begin with. Moms already get such guff from their employers. You are punishing this woman for having a baby. Aiden the Gray comments, I would be inclined to agree with you if this was the coworker returning from maternity leave. It isn't. Coworker gave up any right to that space once she decided to WFH. Now it's been 2 years, and the company is forcing everyone in offices. That is no longer her office, and has not been her office since she decided to WFH. I hope I cleared that up for you. OP response, the company would have held her office for maternity leave. It only came up as available when she selected not to return to the office.